Hi, and welcome to my channel where I make dishes inspired by some of my favorite video game characters. Today's dish is inspired by 9S from Nier Automata, and we are making some deep fried ice cream. As an android, 9S doesn't need to eat, and so foods of choice aren't really brought up much in Nier Automata. I can say though that if I had to guess whether 9S would be a bigger fan of sweet food or savory food, I think he'd pick sweets all the way. I love the idea that robots and androids would find themselves leaning towards fried foods since they require oil to make and synthetic life forms require oil to work. Because of this, I knew I wanted to make 9S some kind of fried dessert, and luckily there are plenty to choose from. 9S's light hair reminds me of creamy goodness, and I was reminded of one of my favorite dishes of all time, fried ice cream. It also reminded me of how 9S is always pondering the meaning of life and everyone's existence, and the idea of cold ice cream and scalding hot oil would perplex him so much. So I decided to make some deep fried ice cream for 9S that has so much flavor packed inside, but is deceptively easy to make. Make sure to start the prep at least 8 hours before you're ready to enjoy. You'll start by crushing some frosted flakes or cornflakes, then adding to a shallow bowl or plate. To the cornflakes, you'll also add in some sugar and cinnamon, then mix until evenly distributed. You'll then line a small baking sheet or plate with parchment paper and grab your ice cream of choice from the freezer. I was torn between cookies and cream and cookie dough ice cream for 9S, but luckily I found a mix of the two at the store. That was my choice for 9S, but my husband was pretty adamant that 9S would prefer strawberry. What flavor do you think would be 9S's favorite? Just vanilla, mint, rocky road? Anyways, scoop out some large and generous scoops of ice cream, then roll out into the cereal mixture until all surfaces are well coated. Place onto your baking sheet, then stick in the freezer for at least 8 hours. Do not reduce or skip this time. You got that, 9S? Yeah. After your ice cream is sufficiently chilled, prepare your frying station by filling with oil and heating to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the oil has reached temperature, 1 scoop at a time, fry the ice cream for about 7 seconds, then remove, drain the excess oil, and place in your serving bowl. Top your ice cream with chocolate syrup, whipped cream, and a cherry on top. Then dig in and enjoy. The full recipe can be found below. Feel free to like if you want a bite, follow for more geeky treats, and comment what foods 9S reminds you of. Thanks for following along.